Palantir's management team, I thought, did a great job of highlighting the competitive advantages of the business and why it's achieving so much success with government institutions and enterprises. I wanted to reveal some of those developments for you in this video.
I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.
So Palantir highlighted a quote from one of its stakeholders that said, "What was once a competitive advantage is now a competitive necessity. Companies that fail to incorporate AI into their core operations will be outpaced by those that do." And I agree with this sentiment. Companies that are incorporating artificial intelligence are giving themselves a competitive advantage that is absolutely necessary to future success. Especially, this is true for larger enterprises. I believe artificial intelligence is providing a greater benefit for larger enterprises than smaller. And the ones that I feel are being not taken, the ones that are not taking as much advantage of artificial intelligence are mid-sized businesses. I feel very small businesses, those that are led by founders and have relatively few employees, like 5 or fewer employees, are also gaining great benefits from artificial intelligence because it's expanding the capability of those few employees. And then larger businesses are also benefiting greatly because they're capitalizing on AI to deliver scale advantages. One of the big difficulties when you're operating a business of very large size is you start to reach diseconomies in scale, where it becomes more difficult to manage your business because it's become so large. AI helps diffuse some of those disadvantages. It allows employees, it allows managers to do more where previously they were finding difficulty in managing so many employees. And so I agree with this sentiment. Enterprises using artificial intelligence are gaining advantages that if you're not using it, you're getting left behind. So turning to their U.S. government business, revenue grew 52% year over year and 14% sequentially as they continue to deliver mission-critical capabilities. They remain deeply committed to their founding mission of supporting the U.S. government, honored by the privilege of equipping our nation with transformative software that actually works. In fact, Palantir is so closely intertwined with the United States government that other countries are hesitant to purchase Palantir services, especially those countries that are not close allies of the United States. They don't want to give Palantir access to their services, access to their data, because they fear that Palantir will use that data to help support the US government. And if they're not strong allies of the US government, they don't want to support the United States government. And so you've seen Palantir find great success within the US government and within US business, but it's having more difficulty growing its revenue and growing its customer count outside the United States. I also wanted to make a point of noting that Palantir's government business continues to grow and expand, while other consultants are finding it difficult to grow revenue within the US government because the US government is cutting spending in this precise area of contractors and spending on contractors. Companies like IBM is losing some government contracts. Companies like Accenture is losing some government contracts. Big Bear AI noted a loss or delay of some government contracts. So other enterprises are seeing the impacts of the government spending cuts that's ongoing since President Donald Trump took office. But Palantir hasn't seen those kinds of negative impacts. And it really highlights the effectiveness of Palantir's services, that it's still seeing increasing government spending, while overall the US government spending in these categories is getting cut. So they highlight their foundational investments in ontology and infrastructure have positioned them to uniquely deliver on AI demand now and in the world ahead. So all enterprises are looking to incorporate artificial intelligence into their services, and Palantir has delivered a way in which companies can take all of their data, all of their proprietary data, their proprietary technology, the proprietary services, all of which they can incorporate using Palantir to find insights from all of that data and improve decision making. Now, you still need humans to make good decisions, but it helps humans make better decisions by incorporating all of the data within your enterprise and then make a decision based on that data. And some businesses find it more challenging to make effective decisions. And so this helps them. This helps management to make better decisions, especially if you're growing to a size where you might have some managers that have positions in your company that might not otherwise have management positions, but out of necessities, they need to be managers. And this helps them make better decisions as a manager to incorporate all the data to be able to see how a decision could impact the business and to be able to see recommendations of what decisions you should make that could improve your business. Of course, some businesses cannot afford Palantir services, and those that can are getting the benefit of those services. They also informed investors about AI Hivemind, which is a new AIP capability that orchestrates a swarm of dynamically generated agents to tackle hard problem solving, idea generation and refinement, and executable proposal generation that's integrated with ontology and therefore aware of the context of your enterprise. And that's really the key, is the context of your enterprise. A lot of the generally available large language models like ChatGPT or Google Gemini, they can provide you some recommendations and some insights from data that's available. But what makes Palantir unique is that it incorporates the data of your enterprise, of your proprietary information, and that's what truly makes it unique. The large language models that you can see today, they don't really give you that context specific insight into your specific position, your specific company, and the data and the market and the competition and everything you're facing. And so that's where Palantir really differentiates itself from these publicly available large language models and other artificial intelligence, is that it incorporates your data and it allows you to make decisions based on your company's data. And that's why Palantir is finding such great success, is it's really creating that kind of insight into your corporation, and you can communicate with it just like you would communicate with a large language model. But this model from Palantir incorporates all of your company specific data, which you're not getting with the generally available large language model. So you can understand Palantir's success, and its success is no secret to investors. Palantir stock is trading at a super expensive valuation. On a forward PE basis, Palantir is trading at a forward PE of 256. On a forward price to operating cash flow basis, Palantir is trading at a forward price to OCF of 207. So all of its positive prospects, I feel, are more than accounted for on the company's valuation. It's trading nearly at the most expensive valuation it's traded for, going all the way back to January of 2021. So I've recommended to investors, if you're interested in Palantir stock, it would be most prudent to wait for a better valuation to enter into this excellent business. By the way, did you know about our exciting channel membership program? You get so much for less than $5 a month, including dozens of exclusive videos, access to exclusive research on over 100 stocks, and early access to many of my videos before everyone else sees them. Click that join button below to learn what this program is all about.